Shalom, family, and welcome to Storytime with Sistah ChaYah. It's been a minute, but she's back with another reading. I pray that you all are well, and welcome to the Melchizedek Network. As you see there on the screen, brothers and sisters, I'm going to be reading from the book called The Silent Dominion. Unmasking the System. That's right, Unmasking the System. This is a book by DAMIAN, and I just want to share with you something from chapter 3. And chapter 3 is dealing with the addiction that many are going through with all this technology. As a matter of fact, it's titled The Perfect Science of Digital Addiction. I pray that the knowledge from this book blesses someone, and I highly recommend this book. You can get it on Amazon, any online bookstore. It's definitely worth the purchase. But I'm just going to share something with you all from chapter 3. A feature of modern society is continuous stress brought about by persuasive distractions that lead to impulsive thoughts, behaviors, and emotions. We are more anxious and nervous than ever before, and it is exacerbating serious diseases like diabetes and cancer. Regrettably, some companies exploit this addiction to information, using it to keep us disengaged from reality as we respond to every notification, sound, and alert coming from our digital devices. Smartphones and tablets and watches and computers and laptops all make us more efficient at doing tasks that used to be done by hand. At the same time, they make us miserably less efficient when it comes to staying on task, finishing the assignments we have, and giving our undivided attention to literally anything because we're so used to these microbursts of shifting our focus. It's not just a trend or a problem, but a global epidemic with no end in sight. Companies that used to spend billions in ad spend on radio, TV, and newspaper commercials and advertisements are not invested in the chemistry of the brain and how to reposition our minds to focus solely on what they want us to. The average American spends nearly 4 hours a day staring at their smartphone and has it within arm's reach for almost 24 hours a day. A study of 111 participants linked high smartphone usage to low self-esteem and poor learning ability. Staring at a screen for many hours contributes to an overstimulated mental state, leading to bad sleep patterns, low creativity, and bad decision making. This creates the ideal environment for stress to take hold and affect other areas of life. In some ways, the addiction to information can be as detrimental as nicotine or alcohol dependency. Once stress begins, many people cope by trying to mask it with social media, gaming, and online videos. Unfortunately, these digital coping mechanisms only further compound the problem by triggering an unhealthy release of glutamate and cortisol. Every beep and chime is like a summoning call, triggering an anticipation of reward that may or may not be fulfilled. By continuously dipping into the virtual world to escape reality, we only escalate the stress response. We see this when we watch ourselves or someone else's endless stream through a huge selection of content on the likes of TikTok or YouTube. If we aren't interested or entertained in the first 5 seconds, we're already moving on onto the next selection in search of that one high that is going to satiate us in the moment. The constant state of stress we experience is detrimental for our health, leading to premature aging and disease. Chronic stress has been linked to obesity, diabetes, depression, high blood pressure, stroke, heart attack, and dementia. Researchers have confirmed that stress turns hair gray. It also limits our brain's ability to adapt to changing circumstances, which causes learning, memory, and attention deficits. In our continuous state of stress, we become less able to effectively deal with real threats when they arise. Our bodies were not designed for non-stop agitation. A functioning brain requires a balance of excitatory, glutamate, inhibitory, GABA signals. The stress response and sympathetic pathway were meant to be activated occasionally, not all the time. Hormone release caused by stress can result in negative thought patterns and mental illnesses like anxiety, depression, addiction, and attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. Stress and its manifestations shorten our lifespan and rob us of our peace and joy. In today's digital era, we are expected to respond to a continuous stream of information, which can make it difficult to practice mindfulness. We must exercise restraint and learn to decline requests that are not worth our time, deliberately choosing a path of relaxation. The prevalence of smartphones in our society has led to a new form of multitasking known as media multitasking. This happens during social interactions where both teenagers and adults have an immensely difficult time not engaging in their digital devices during standard social situations, like making small talk at a party or a gathering of friends, hanging out with co-workers at happy hour, or out on a first date. We are so distracted that we have difficulty understanding what the other person is saying, even failing to remember their names after 30 seconds into a conversation. We have become so attached to devices that bring us instant information and instant pleasure along with it that we seem to have forgotten about social cues and manners as a result. Focus on the fact that no machine is ever going to be more important in our lives than another person. The latest ding on our smartphone isn't going anywhere, but ignoring the person in front of us is bad for our relationships, bad for our mental health, and just rude besides. At times, all of our best efforts will fall short. At times, our focus and concentration will flag, and we won't be able to do what we hope to do. Our jobs take unexpected twists. Our kids drain our energy faster than a smartphone streaming the latest season of Stranger Things. Our friends and family are going to drive us mad from time to time as well. None of this has happened by accident. Social media platforms and their advertisers understand that our brains are constantly seeking distraction. So they're force feeding it to us at an astonishing rate. For every few videos we consume, even for a few seconds, we have to watch a commercial. For every 2-minute hand of Uno we play on the app, there is a 30-second commercial. And if we want to win back those coins we lost, another commercial is there to save the day. The cycle is endless, and we are so distracted that we don't even realize that 2 minutes have become 10, and 10 has become an hour. We are willing to sacrifice jobs, relationships, eating, sleeping, even going to the bathroom in order to get that dopamine hit. And the powers that be are counting on it every single time. So yes, brothers and sisters, the addiction that many are experiencing from technology has become quite detrimental to all of us. I pray that this knowledge helps us to make some constructive changes in our life. And again, I highly recommend this book by DAMIAN. He talks about a lot in here, not just digital addiction, but how we are really engulfed and trapped within this system, as many know as the mark of the beast, because that's the system that we were born into. But how do we separate ourselves from the system? I pray this was edifying, and I'll see you soon for another story time with Sistah ChaYah. As always, here on the Melchizedek Network, peace, love, unity, and respect for all people. Shalom.